sometimes I feed up what you think of. Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated and love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Arizona Cardinals. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, I heard it.
On first down, Watson over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
You eat right now, Mama. Mommy's going to feed you. Where? No, that's me. I was talking to my daughter.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
A little bit. Not too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
I didn't say it's going to happen, but I'm trying.
Here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Stop crying now. Mama's coming with the bottle. Oh, I got to change this guy. Why do they always put this guy there, man? I change him all the time. Pat Peterson, that fucking punt return. What did that end up mine? That was at 93 speed, but come on. Yeah, we know. Yeah, she wants a bottle. getting made right now. Alright, I'm ready. Oh, she's definitely grown. She's 2 months today. So what do you do now? You're not working at your other job? You're just doing the business? You're going to stay at the business all the time? The batting cages? Because once it gets nicer out, like I know you just don't get really cold weather over there, but once it gets really nice out, spring and summer, a lot of people are probably going to go there, come there. I'm ready, so you can hit ready. You can like... You can hit something. Oh, so you do both? Oh, all right.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You can't hear me?
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away.
No, it's the same guy. Same guy.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And the Texans set to come onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watson off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Zilla.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Fielded at the 43. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Art E? Who the hell is Art E?
Here we go now. Green, 90.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
No, somebody commented on the stream. I don't know who the hell it is.
And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Oh, I'm dead.
Here's a give to Barkley. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
Oh, wait. Wow. What pitch it? What do you mean try to pitch it? They just said I try to pitch the ball? I didn't try to pitch the ball. Who the fuck would try to pitch the ball?
I've seen the wheels turning in their heads, and you know what is happening?
L1 is the strip. Is the. Oh, fuck. I hit L1.
And they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
L1 is to pitch the ball. Pitch it, you know? Wow. You know what? I'm fucking this quarterback up right now.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson.
Wow, I can't get one fucking fumble, bro. Wow. It's Toro, Potty. Yo, you're a thot.
This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him.
Toro said you're a thot.
Trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From his goal line here, Watson.
Wow.
It's complete.
This game is so gay, bro. Good pass, though.
23 yards on the play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set.
Wow.
Half and some of these shorter gains turn into
I'm about to ban Toro from my stream. I'm done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And
Wow, why isn't it switching to my guy?
Here. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football.
What happened? You screwed me?
And on third down, a nickel
I wasn't even paying
formation here
attention.
defensively.
I have no. This game's retarded, bro. I don't know. I have no words for it. I swear, I'm not lying.
Watson hands this to Foreman.
I have no words for this game,
And
bro.
he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
What happened?
Back 22! Back 22!
Oh, yeah.
Right back to him on 1st down. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Back 22! Back 22!
Why do we keep putting Reddick over there for a bro?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Oh, wow.
Back 22! Back 22!
This game's so good. It's not even letting me audible or nothing. Wow, this game's so good. Oh, shit's stuck. I can't even audible. Huh.
A shotgun snap.
I hope you throw a touchdown on this play.
He's
Oh,
going
there
to
you go.
walk one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball.
He didn't even let me
away.
audible.
It falls incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense
I
was
don't know,
keen
got
on
stuck
the
like it
run, you
always
said
does.
offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because
Yeah,
when
there's
you
a way
take those
around
shots
it. I forgot what to
you
press.
open the eyes of the
Somebody was telling me. I haven't
defense
tried it
to
yet,
what
but
you
somebody
could
was
do
telling me
them,
what to do.
and that may open some things up
If
for
that
you
happens, but
offensively.
this game's just
And
fucking
he
retarded.
uncorks a beauty. Best of the day.
This game's just retarded, bro.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Oh, my God.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He dumps it off to Barkley.
Come on, man. See, I can't spin. I can't juke. Not much.
Give
It
him
doesn't
10
work.
yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Oh, my God.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
First of all, how did your guy not even
Incomplete.
intercept that?
The beauty of being
And my
able
guy
to play
really got a
zone
hand on
defense
that?
when you can sit
It's fucking retarded. Toro, she is. Yeah, I don't know, bro. That tight end's name is
2nd and 10.
Mitch Give a Shit or something. I don't know what the fuck Ice's tight end's name is. What's your tight end's name, Ice?
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To Barkley on the check down. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Oh, this is crazy. I can't get nothing going. All these games are.
Mahomes to throw once more. And Nelson's got it here right
Come
side.
on, man. Juke is something. The guys don't juke. They don't fucking spin.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring
wow,
up 4th.
man.
One thing you're
What a
hoping for
fucking
when you run
disadvantage.
drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14
man.
on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now on 3rd down,
Yeah, I rose the.
knocked down in the
I raised the shoulder pads a little bit on everybody to make it like, you know, really look like
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
You could do all that. You could change the.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Yes.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing, offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A minute 57 to go in this first half. More from the desert after this. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Slow!
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, 3rd down here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Wow.
Keenan Allen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Wow. Well, if you learn how to use it, you know, it's
the
good.
kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
I tried, but I
Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Yeah, that fucking yo, Toro, this motherfucker's tight end is named Lunchable. Oh my god, you're killing QBs today, bro. Killing them.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now here's a timeout defensively
Griffin,
coming from the Cardinals.
God damn it.
As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout.
No, the clock stopped.
The clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
I hit the wrong thing. Excuse me.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Hey, back 22! Back 22!
3rd and long, it's Watson. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Space to maneuver at the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top.
Nah, it's only 7-0.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this time Mahomes will throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 57 yards. little field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And they'll run it here.
See, man, you see if the guy would spin, that's a touchdown.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short game.
I can't, bro. It doesn't work. It hasn't worked since the game came out.
The ability to stay on task.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Go to the gap
I don't know if I'm supposed to hold something besides circle. I don't know.
By anything else.
Cora was telling me it's all about timing.
Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is
Patty Dots.
Touchdown Cardinals. Keenan Allen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point forthcoming. Extra point, hug the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Ellington to return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll run with Foreman. He's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on second is Watson. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun on third, Watson.
Oh, pick that.
Can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. The Texans send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So out now come the Cardinals. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They begin with a run by Barkley, and he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Caught by Nelson. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Said motherfucker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 52 yards.
No, it's Nelson. Oh. He said I could cut my guy. With that
a real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. It's Barkley on the counter. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. And they'll go on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, if that guy would have blocked.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
We just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here.
Who, the linebacker?
And his kick is
well, with his
good.
speed, 87 speed, he's keeping the middle.
Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting free.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadow.
Whatever middle linebacker it is, whatever it is, that's like 87 speed, keeping that middle linebacker.
They got 3 points out of it.
Now it's Ellington to return.
Looks like he's to change which is going to DT and walk to the other end.
Line. And now out comes Houston. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now Foreman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle that time by Sidney Jones.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Foreman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their...
On the tackle. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Saquon Barkley. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
293.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And that one blown up quickly.
That's the 2nd time this motherfucker got hit.
Before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Why don't you say something? I really got shit.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he didn't jump, my guy. That would have been a touchdown.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Wow, why don't they jump ever, man?
Get the football back.
Fucking meaningless interceptions, man.
So they get the takeaway, but
Fucking
that's
terrible.
just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, for... After the interception, here's Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Here's Watson. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Dante Fowler in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Thanks.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack.
Oh, yeah, the sack, yeah, that was a easy sack.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
you were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
On 1st and 10, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the red zone now, Watson steps away to his left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Oh no, you were pressured. I was right on. I was right on your wrist.
And they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Nah, that was good.
Out of the gun, Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Oh, I'm dead.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Watson on 3rd and goal.
Look, he got it.
It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. As his guys are in for 6. And the Texans cut into that lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
I don't know what it is, Toro.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do.
I'm trying everything, bro. Since the game came out, I thought the game was broke. Since the game came out, bro.
I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he is going to be stuck cold behind the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
I hate this game.
Again, it's Barkley.
This guy's running his own way.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Try. Game's over.
Game. This is 3rd and 8.
No way, bro.
Mahomes to throw. He sets to fire deep. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now it's Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Pushing his way through. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Nah, they're just the game's playing the game.
Definitely critical here. They're going to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Scrimmage again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Black 22! Black 22! Tiger!
Watson now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's
the
complete.
hit sticks, man. The hit sticks
He'll
is
take this to the other
hurting
side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Wow.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Oh, baby Luke. That's baby Luke Keeper.
Now Watson.
Wow, the
Hopkins on the grab
Are
over
you
the middle.
doing that play
And he's
again?
taken down inside the 30.
Wow.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
You ran a 2 out of 3 plays.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
Come back, come back. Hey, who ready? Who ready? Come back, come back.
Watson on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they will score. It's a pick six for
98 speed.
the Cardinals touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating.
Did you throw that high?
all game long on
Or you just threw that?
defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it.
Oh, you
not
didn't
just
hold that
by
one and throw it high?
out-athleting
Because they seen
them,
it. You didn't get no
which
air
is
on that, though.
often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now.
Well, if you got a good
Moves to
pick this
17.
upcoming draft, like if it's a high one, you should draft a quarterback.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another
You should
shot
draft a
at it
quarterback
now
if you
as
don't
this
like
one's
Watson.
in the air. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's
Make
get
it
out
up."
of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete.
They out of their mind. This should be
We do
offensive
have
pass
a penalty
interference.
flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too
Oh,
aggressive
yeah,
defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
On first down, Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Yeah, I play Atlanta. I got KG.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell